Hi, my name is Luis. I am from Panama. Today I'm saying this from Santiago de Veraguas, which is actually my hometown. And today I would like to read for you my statement of purpose and explain my reasons for why I would like to attend Emporia State University. Okay, I would like to start saying that as an English major student, I have always thought that the best way to learn a language and acquire the language is to study it in a place where it can be what it is spoken natively. So by this I do not only mean that English is the only environment's characteristic that I would like to acquire at an ESU. During my entire life, I have always tried to learn as much as possible about my favorite subjects, music and English learning. So, and to be surrounded by people that are actually better than me pushes me forward to improve myself. On one hand, as a musician, I have tried to meet with other artists that would enhance my desire to know more about the topic. This has led me to opportunities that not many of my friends have been awarded with. In 2010, I was given with a student free full pass for the 7th Panama Jazz Festival in Panama City. There, I participated on piano and guitar master classes and workshops, where I not only learned a lot about making music, but I created new bounds of friendship with amazing people that actually changed and influenced a lot of my ideas about what communicating feelings through sounds really is. So I would say that the most exciting part of this experience was when I auditioned for a partial scholarship for the Golansky Summer Piano Symposium at Princeton University, and I was selected among several other piano players. So after this, I worked really hard to get the remaining part of the scholarship, for it was partial, as I already mentioned before. After many months of fundraising and performing, I managed to collect all the funds I needed. I traveled for 9 days to Princeton University with the only objective of mine to meet people and learn a lot about piano as much as I could. So the experience was remarkable. It showed me with more details what I have been so eager for so long to see with my own eyes. And that is the bigger and wider world that is outside my country. So I met musicians from all over the world. I visited places that I had only seen on movies, as I got the opportunity to visit New York very quick the last time that I was there. Most importantly, I assisted to very prestigious concerts and master classes given by great piano geniuses, performers. And I have to say that this experience will always be unforgettable. After I came back, I kept studying music, theory and practice, and applied again twice for the same opportunity. Maybe because I had already the experience about this topic, I was selected both times. Except that the last 2 times I received a full scholarship. Yeah, that would be the great difference. I went to Princeton again in 2012 and 2014. Expanding even more my love for music every time. So this inspired me to keep pursuing the things I like, and chasing after what I love doing. Locally, my latest musical project is that I started a group with some friends where I play the guitar and sing. This has led me and my friends to gigs and presentations where we expanded our knowledge and experience, singing and playing the songs we like to anyone who would like to hear us, in restaurants, on field trips, and every event that we could have a chance to perform. We step by step lost the fear to perform in front of people that we may or may not see again. And in summary, music has pushed me forwards. I have learned discipline through it. Since music is about practicing, there is no way to hide your lack of practice when you perform. If you did not take the time to rehearse your notes, so you wouldn't be able to hide anything or hide the fact that you haven't practiced. So I had to practice and keep being perseverant to achieve anything. Therefore, I had to focus on everything that I would like to accomplish. As example, any of the already mentioned events. For this reason, Emporia University is for me another place to keep this culture of learning by meaning and experiencing with discipline. On the other hand, just as passionate as I feel about music, I feel about learning languages. I'm currently waiting for my final documentation check-in and final defense for professional practicum to graduate on May to get my BA in English language at the University of Panama. Before this, I have studied English since I was in high school. I joined English clubs and programs for students to learn the language. This is how, in 2007, when I was in my 10th grade in high school, I joined an after-school program intended to promote English speaking by teaching grammar and general descriptions of American common communication. This program was called English for Life. In this English for Life program, I met many friends and got a closer look to what the language is about. That same year, another door opened that entirely changed my way to pursue my goals. The United States Embassy, together with ProEd Foundation and Education USA, had started a program that was seeking to prepare students to be eligible for American universities, to introduce them into new competitive surroundings. So, after graduating from high school, these students could apply to higher level of education into whatever the field they would feel more comfortable with, and they could be elected. This program was called Abriendo Horizontes. I have to admit that I certainly did not really understand what I was getting into when I applied for this program. There were standardized tests that I had little time to study for and interviews that made me hesitate about my knowledge in English. With psychologists testing your ways to think and professionals trying to measure your level of English and who would be more prepared, it was an entire day of testing. So after a week or two, I was told that I was selected for the program and that I had to assist the meetings. In the first meeting with me, my parents, and Mrs. Silvia Arjona, Abriendo Horizontes program's coordinator, we were told that on January 7th, 2009, I would be traveling to the United States for a 2-month period, intense English studying course, and that they needed all of our effort to make it happen. After a few months of hard work, I traveled to Maryville, Missouri, and stayed at the Missouri Academy in Northwest Missouri State University for 2 months, where I, along with some other partners from Panama, we audited university classes in the mornings and assisted to English intensive courses in the afternoon to improve our skills and general knowledge about the topic. I was only 15 years old the first time I traveled to the United States all by my own. With such an amazing opportunity, and I learned as much as I could, I came back with the idea in mind that I wanted to know more about English poetry, music, literature, and translation, as I later did when I studied my BA at the University of Panama. There, I joined groups to participate and learn more, such as the chess club, as one of my old hobbies from high school, the theater club, since dramatic arts are so closely related to arts, to written arts. Music events as a volunteer musician, for I was also so enthusiastic to perform anywhere I could, and also humanitarian work when I served as a volunteer interpreter for the United States Army when they came to the medical brigades to poor communities and several other medical brigades for different organizations. I tried to become as active as I could, all with the purpose of looking for new experiences and not staying within the boundaries of my so dangerous comfort zone, which means staying home and not doing anything. I know there will be a fair amount of challenge in exchange for my efforts to fulfill my life's most wanted academic desires. Therefore, I would look forward to not only a more rigorous academic environment in languages and all other subjects, but an environment that promotes intellectualism on every level and nearly every topic. In addition, due to the fact that every time that I had an opportunity, I meant to give something back for what I had gained, I am still looking for more stories to tell and more places to learn from. After I traveled to learn English, I volunteered as a translator and even gave local tutoring in the subject. After I went to New Jersey for music, I came and spoke about it to local musicians and emceed a new approach in piano, into new piano techniques, and more. I believe it will never be enough when Wanderlust draws you, not only to places but to moments. I want those moments to come, and I want them to happen in a place where I can challenge myself. And even if it's away from home, at least having something to miss will help me value more what I have been given with. Thank you.